So there's this technique big YouTubers are using to get millions upon millions of views. It's called back catalog A/B testing, and it's the only legit thing you can do to fix a video and help it get more views after uploading it. So typically how videos work is that your topic dictates the views your video can get. So your broad potential of video views. But your packaging, your thumbnail and title, dictates how many views your video actually gets. So if you can min-max your thumbnail and title and make it as good as possible, you can get more views on that topic. And this is exactly what big creators do. Just look at these two examples right here. We have Nick Giovanni, who updated his recent thumbnail here, and we have Mr. Beast also updating his back catalog. Now, for those who don't know, back catalog is basically just old videos you've uploaded in the past that have sort of old meta thumbnails from back in the day, and you're revamping them to make them more fresh, more interesting, to make them more appealing to a newer audience, right? If not, just make them better, right? YouTube as a platform has been evolving, so a lot of the stuff we know now, we didn't know 2 years ago, right? So a lot of the older videos, we can improve them by just improving the thumbnail or improving a bit of the title. And this does crazy results. Like, look at this channel right here. I think this channel is called Doris. It's a guy who talks about how to focus more. And one small thumbnail change here just blew up this video. I think it had maybe 50K views. And then after the thumbnail changed, it got 1.8 million views. You can see the thumbnail change right here. Look at this. You can see the thumbnail change. He went from showing him to just showing the brain process of a transformation thumbnail. And it just went mental, right? And then we have... same thing with titles, right? So then we have this video where he did a small title change and it went from 50K views to 3.4 million just with a simple title change. That's insane. And you can see it right here. The title was The Reason You Can't Stay Motivated, and he switched it to How to Force Your Brain to Crave Doing Hard Things. So how do you A/B test? So how do you do it? How do you set it up? What videos do you pick? We're gonna get into all of that, right? So typically from what I've seen, there are 3 types of videos you want to A/B test, to sort of back catalog A/B test, right? And those 3 videos are videos with high views per hour, massive outlier videos that have died, good retention, bad CTR videos, and then just in general upgrading old thumbnails that are really bad, right? So let's go through all of these. So videos with high VPH. So if you look at your analytics and you look at your most viewed videos, your top videos for, let's say, the last 28 days, and you look at your long forms that are doing the best, that are pulling the most views per hour, those are videos that are doing really well, that if we maybe make a better thumbnail for that, we can boost those views to an even crazier level, right? On top of that, massive outlier videos that have died. So a lot of times you'll have a video that's gotten maybe 1 million views and it just completely died. So now it's getting 20, 100 views in the last 48 hours. So you know that's a really good video, and if we can sort of escalate the quality of that thumbnail and title to maybe a 1.5x better than it was before, that video can pick up again and go nutty. So that's another great example of a video you can do. And the final one typically is videos that have good retention but bad CTR. So typically you want to look for, maybe these are videos that didn't do very well, 10 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s, right? And they got decent views. The retention was really good compared to similar videos, compared to similar time lengths. You can even look at comparing similar topics, right? So let's say you upload a video that was about how to date 10 out of 10 girls, right? And that video got 1 million views and it had, 6 or 50% APV, right? And then you uploaded a secondary video, very similar topic, how to date 9 out of 10 girls or 10 out of 10 girls, 6 steps to date 10 out of 10 girls, right? So very similar topics. And that one also had a really good APV, 50%, whatever it was, right? But it only got 50K views compared to 1 million. So right there we know, okay, these are similar topics. The viewers enjoyed both of these videos the same amount, but the only sort of limiting factor that changed the 50 million the million views to the 50K views is the packaging. So that's a great example of, okay, we can A/B test, we can create a new thumbnail for that, and that's a potential video that could go crazy if we switch. So those are the 3 videos. And like I said, you typically want to spot patterns. So you want to look for video length. So you want to compare, this video got 1 million views, this video didn't, they're the same topic. Are they the same video length? Does the video have high AVD? Is it similar topics, like I said, just to videos that have done well on your channel in the past? And so those are typically the patterns you want to spot. And if you can spot those patterns on videos that haven't performed as well, then you know, okay, these are some green flags. We should try switching up this thumbnail and title. So some common fixes. So this is actually an A/B test me and the boys did for Nick Giovanni. And so right here, you can see this is an old thumbnail. So I think he posted this maybe a couple years ago. So very old meta, right? You can see 4 years ago, 3 years ago, this was obviously what YouTube thumbnails looked like, right? And you can see off the bat, there's a huge issue here that just completely kills this thumbnail. And it's the screen real estate. So we're showing an action of, sprinkling talkie dust on a steak, and then you're going to cook it, right? But the stake and the action of sprinkling dust, which is the interesting part, takes up nothing of the screen. It takes up like what, 20, 30% of the whole thumbnail? So here we come in and we just replicate. This is not even a super polished thumbnail, but by just simply making that action take up more screen real estate, this video went crazy. And I think this thumbnail change helped to get an extra like 10 million views. So just you see small tweaks like that can absolutely explode a video. And the bigger channel you are, the more that you're gonna get the benefits of this because you just have higher views going in and higher momentum and more impressions, right? But a couple key things you wanna look for when sort of revamping thumbnails is the colors. Can we improve the colors? Can we make the specific actions pop out more? You know, the angle of the thumbnail, the composition, how the elements are organized, the hierarchy of elements. So specifically like what the action we wanna show, the main clickbait intrigue element, and then, you know, the person doing the person like the face, like the Nick Giovanni, and then the background. So hierarchy of elements. Photoshop, sometimes the Photoshop just looks horrendous. So if you can just make it better Photoshop, it looks more believable and it gets more clicks. And then the action obviously is like, can we add an action? Can we make the action better? Stuff like that is really good for improving thumbnails. But yeah, and once you do that, what you typically see with this back catalog testing is that you get insane revenue boosts. So, I mean, just think about it. If you have these evergreen videos and they just continue to get insane amount of views and the VPH just continues to increase for long periods of time, your videos, basically you can kind of and this is what Nick Giovanni does really well, is you can kind of make it so that every time your videos start to kind of slow down, you just you start hard testing new thumbnail ideas to try and get that video back to getting more views. And what you can do is you get like an infinite sort of view, I don't know what it's called, like a view fucking funnel, whatever, where you just get an infinite amount of views and obviously you get insane revenue from that. And yeah, so that's the two things you want to look for. So a successful back catalog test, you want more revenue and you want more views on coming to your video. And yeah, Marcus, Jude, and I, my business partners, have seen a lot of success doing this for big channels. So yeah, if you're a big channel watching and you want some help with this, hit us up. We'll be glad to help. And if you're a smaller creator who hasn't gotten to that crazy level yet, watch this video right here where I explain the uniqueness trap and how it's stopping smaller channels from growing and becoming massive. Peace.